The Microsoft ecosystem is evolving faster than ever. Copilot, Power Platform, security, modern work, Azure AI, new features every week, new opportunities every day. But learning is scattered. Events are expensive, limited, and difficult to access. That changes now. Welcome to M365 Con, the world's largest online Microsoft 365 convention. 2 powerful weeks, 1 week of workshops, 1 week of free global talks and keynotes. Build your own learning path with expert-led workshops. From Power Platform to security, from Copilot to Azure AI, you choose what matters to you. Then join over 60 free sessions with most valuable professionals, Microsoft trainers, architects, and innovators from around the world. Meet the community, explore the virtual expo, connect with experts, and be part of a global Microsoft experience. Accessible, global, interactive, and designed for every Microsoft 365 professional. M365 Con, your community, your learning path, your Microsoft 365 future.
Hello and a warm welcome to our first M365 Con. My name is Marcel Borschk. I'm the co-founder of the M365 Con and of the Power Bros. And today, I will show you all the contents and timelines of the upcoming week. We have more than 70 speakers from 5 continents, more than 50 MVPs, and we talk about M365, Power Platform, Fabric, and Azure. So let us start with a review. In the last week, we started with our workshops. Bülent Altensoy with his workshop, Dataverse 101, Lukas Pawelka with Figma, Configure. Kent Ware had 2 workshops with MCP and Agent in the Loop. Ridwan has some technical problem, or I had some technical problem last week, and we rescheduled his workshops. And Kai Sauter with notebooks in Fabric. Really, really good workshops. You all of them of us 4 from Kent, Lucas, Bülent, and Kai are free, and you can view this on YouTube. But today, let us start in the day. Today we have a Power Platform day. It's a Power Platform stage. We have a full day, 12 sessions. And we starting with me, with my short keynote. I will do this after this introduction. Dhruvin Shah with Dataverse Hidden Gems, Apit Shrivastava with top 10 low code and AI features in every model-driven app. Really cool, I think. And Anna Ines Urusha with Life After LCS. And at 12 a.m., we talk about business application for SMEs with Khalil El Sharif, and unlocking the innovation with generative apps. And my co-host and friend Fortunato Di Donato with AI Needs Guidelines, CRM in a Single Source of Truth, and from enterprise and professionalism, your Power Automate solutions with David Wyatt. And at the end of the day, Simon Owen will start in our third session with defining your roadmap to functional value from business solution. And Griffin Lickfield with this is a little bit special. This is a Copilot Studio workshop, but Griffin has only time on this day. This was an architect agent proven ROI, return on invest in Copilot Studio. And the same here for Furman, we have tomorrow our M365 apps stage, but Furman is only available today, and he will talk about SharePoint versus Excel task management. And at the end of the day, Markus, my co-host from the German M365 show, will end this day with Wipe It Like It's Hot, the future of app development with AI assistants. I think this is a really cool one. We had a show with Andrew Hess, and I think who missed that, who should take a look at Markus. So I will short present you the next days of this week, but not so much in detail. On Tuesday, we start with the M365 apps and Windows 365 day. Here with Gökhan O'Chiefji, Christoph Tweehouse, Dr. Nitin Parapaye, and Vesa Nopanen. And with me again, and with Knut Rebemö and Martin Röwekamp, and me with Jay, when we talk about an XPSX AI. And one highlight here, Christian Brinkhoff from Microsoft. He's the product manager of Windows 365, and João Ferreira. Really cool sessions, I think. And at the end of the day, Daniel Rohegger, Richard Harbridge, Juan Carlos Martin, and Drew Madelon. The Wednesday is our Power BI and Fabric Day with 12 sessions again. We start with Ilya Tsavialiev and Paula Garcia from LinkedIn Learning, Francis Formalani, and Rajinder Ungole. And in the second session, we have some really cool highlights with Shuangi Guyal, Laura Graham Brown, Christian Angel, and Christopher Wagner. And at the end of the day, we have Monica and John Mohaus, Markus Ehrenmüller Jensen, Gilbert Gilliavers, and Abiomi Abiodun. On Thursday, it's our Copilot and Copilot Studio day. I think the most sessions that we got was Copilot and Copilot Studio. That's why we have some Copilot Studio sessions on different days. But this day is full of high quality speakers. I think it starts with an pre-warm up. We name it warm up because the keynote session comes 30 minutes later with Pascal Brunner-Nicola. And when we have an amazing keynote from Femke Cornelissen and Kevin McDonald, Ragnar Heil, and Vario on this day. And the second session of this day with Giuliano De Luca and Angelique Patsivu and Mikko Koskinen and Sean Ashtricken. And the last session on this day with two women, Daniel Christian, Isha Kapoor from Canada, Diane Taylor, and Emily Lundblad. And the last day of this week, Azure Entra. It starts with and keynote from Kim Berg, and when with Nandap and Smita Nahan, my colleague Klaus Bierschenk, David Pazera, and Aro Shukla. And in this session of Rishmi and Dimitri, we will, that means Forto and I will join as a host with a show regarding manual PowerShell versus script runner, and Moritz Göke and Isabel Leo, our co-hosts from the M365 show, with a colleague Joey O'Neill. And the last four sessions of this week will be Jean-Sébastien Dugenet, Artem Chersnevsky, Frank Felvey, and it starts with can where, but it ends with can where. The product manager of Logic Apps. I think, and highlight at the end. I think we have an amazing expert session speakers here, and I hope you will enjoy this week with all these amazing speakers. But now I want to start with my keynote. Why you need a Microsoft Center AI Center of Excellence. It's a Power Platform stream, and I think in the past we heard a lot of Center of Excellence starter kits of Power Platform. I saw I think a week ago and from Charles Sexton's and post regarding is the Center of Excellence dead, or is the Center of Excellence starter kit dead? And I see more and more on these features will be integrated in the admin center, but my definition of a Center of Excellence is a little bit different, because and Center of Excellence is not only technology, it's a great part of governance. So, and why is it so? Because AI is not a tool. AI is a strategy, because AI is integrated in every tool. It's not only a Microsoft strategy, it's an company strategy. And so if if it started with ChatGPT, the companies saw that they need to handle. So a lot of companies buys an own ChatGPT or they made an own ChatGPT when by ChatGPT Enterprise. We'll take a look on Copilot for MC65 because the workers take their own AI. And this is a problem for the companies, because where on this part, informations will go out from a company to ChatGPT, for example, in the internet, and this is the main problem regarding to AI. But the time has changed. Now 2 or 3 years are gone, and we have closed AIs. We have closed AI in Azure AI Foundry. We have closed AI and a lot of functionalities with Copilot. But it's AI is or shadow AI is an important part for every company now too. Why? And what is an AI Center of Excellence? What I see here is we have 3 parts of an AI Center of Excellence. This is the first part for me is cross-functional leaderships. So that means not only the IT is the head of AI. So I work for a lot of for German companies, and in 90% of our companies, the IT is the head of AI. But this changed. Why change this? Why? Because the business units said, okay, we need an AI tool for this, or can you take a look? Can I automate with, for example, with RPR tools and other parts? And I saw videos on LinkedIn, on YouTube, and I said, okay, we want this tool too. And where's and pressure from the business units. The other part is the strategic focus. So that means which are the strategic platforms. So we are here on a Microsoft convention, and that means, yes, sure, Microsoft is a leader in this part, but there are a lot of players on the market, and the IT and the business unit need to define the strategic AI tools. And the last part, I think for me, this is the most important part because it's a long part. This is a control tower. So which guidelines, which AI adoption, which organization structure will be included in a company? I think this is the main part, and I think a lot of companies has an idea, but not a clear guideline. So the most important part, I think, is if we take a look on the Microsoft world. So as I started with M365 Copilot, I saw one important point. So M365 Copilot is the AI for the end user. That means the adoption for the end user must be perfect. But the main problem here is the data security. So as I saw the first time M365 Copilot, I've thought about purview, because so that's you can find data with a chat bot what you shouldn't see, but because of security issues. And Microsoft does this homework in the last years, and now we have a fully integrated functionality with Purview. But at the start, with M365 Copilot, it was a big problem. So that means Copilot is like other tools, the end user AI, and you need guidelines to secure the end user AI. The second one is, for example, the Power Platform and the Copilot Studio, and this was nearly the same problem. So as Microsoft starts, you could build agents. You can build agents now with M365 Copilot. You can build agents with Copilot Studio, and you can build agents with Azure AI. And the main topic is how you can handle it. Yeah. Now with Agent 365, you have more possibilities, and in the admin center, you have the possibility to handle and organize all your agents and permissions on it. But this is a main important part. So if everyone could create an agent, it's ever been the part regarding permission and I would say security important. And this is not so easy to handle for the IT team or a responsible organization for these agents. And the last part, I think, is very important because it's only a small part. This is the Azure AI or Azure AI Foundry part. So it's only a small part of users who build AI functionality on this case, but it's important here to define the rules for the developers in Azure AI Foundry. So that is a mixture, and I think it comes from the end user into an, I would say, power user or citizen developer who works with Copilot Studio. At the end, with a full stack developer or I would say a pro developer in Azure AI Foundry. And we need different rules, different focus, different adoption on every I would say part on this Microsoft streamline. So what are the warning signs you need and to define if you need an AI Center of Excellence now? I think the most important part is the fragmented innovation. So that means, if I talk with companies, I see one part. So, okay, we need to do something. We must change something. We need we need more innovation. Let us do something with AI. So, but I think this is a problem too, because AI is only a tool. It's a tool set like RPR or Power Apps workflows, and you can combine this. This is for me very, very important. And the company said, okay, we're working with Lotus Notes, have here old on-premise scenarios. Yeah, but you can start with AI if you're if your innovation and your platform in a good business. Yeah, this is the first one. And the second one, this is nearly the same what you know if you build up an center of excellence. This is a policy vacuum, and the policy vacuum it means so you have unclear or non-existent data privacy. Yeah, this is a very important part because so this is the same if you have no DLP for a center of excellence. That means you have no data loss prevention where you block actions or action sets, and this is the same for the AI Center of Excellence. You have everyone could do everything with AI, and you have no policies on it. And the last one is conflicting standards. You have built for every tool. For example, I saw this a lot. Companies do make standards for every tool, but not an overall AI standard. And this is so important. You need an overall AI standard, not only for Microsoft tools, for the handling of AI, because this is a tool strategy. And a strategy confusion. So if you do something, if you click on LinkedIn, you see posts like 80% of AI projects are not successful. Why are not these AI projects not successful? Because the strategy is confused. So you want to do something with innovation. I would say you want to do something with innovation, but you don't take a look on your pains. So if you do something with AI, for example, in Copilot Studio bot or something, it's better to take a look. What is the process? You can do this, for example, with the envisioning cards from Microsoft to take a look on the existing process and the pain. And if AI a part of it, it's fine. But it's not a strategy to say we need to do something with AI. Yeah, this is not a strategy. So, but what is the business value of an AI Center of Excellence? What I think, this is an accelerated time to value. That means you can transform all your ideas to working faster and be better in your processes. And what I said before, it's not only an AI part. So you can integrate all the other Microsoft tools in your solutions. That means you can integrate and data lake from Fabric. You can integrate Power Automate or Logic apps as workflow tools. You can integrate and Power App, Canvas app or model-driven app as a front end. And you can integrate, for example, AI in so many different ways. For example, as an agent, in a workflow, in a combination of both. There are so many possibilities. Or if, you can train your own large language model, or you work on industry processes. So AI could be used in different cases, but the most important part is to take a look on the business processes to find the perfect time to value. And the second part is, for me, much more important, is the reuse of it. So if you create tools, and this is not only regarding to AI, this is the same in the Power Platform world. So in where we're working, for example, with components, for AI, is it the same? Save all this, build the tools to reuse them, and create strategies to reuse AI and AI code again. So with, I think there could be 1,000 solutions for Python, for example. It could be GitHub. For workflows, it could be an workflow template, and so on and so on and so on. And I think this is one of and strategic alignment. That means you must take a look in your company. What is the strategic alignment regarding to AI? Microsoft is one important part, and all the Microsoft features in M365 and Power Platform in Azure are helpful for a strategic alignment. But in the most in the most parts, not it's only in part. Yeah, you need to define your global AI strategic alignment and define the tools for one, for the infrastructure, for the end user, and for the power user. And the fourth one could be the pro devs. That means you define your strategic alignment for all of your roles and with all of your tools in the whole company. And on this, you can measure your role, your return on invest. And this is an important part. So all of your to-dos, your changes, your integration should be measurable. And so I'm a German guy, and I know this slide is one of the most important, I would say, for the German companies. We said, okay, they want to prevent this part, the shadow IT. This is the most important part for the IT. So we don't want a shadow IT. So in the past, for example, Access databases in companies were a big shadow IT part. And for example, if you have not a good governance, Power Apps could be a part of and shadow IT too. Absolutely. So if you have no strategy, and this is the same with AI functionality. If you have no governance, no structure, who could do what? For example, as a maker, as a citizen developer, who could do what as a pro dev, who could do what as an end user in M365 Copilot, which could create shadow IT. And this is the biggest problem in companies. And the first one, reduce complexity. I think this is a really important one, because it must be easy. I think Steve Jobs ever been said this and said it must be easy. Everyone must understand it. It's must be easy for the end user. This is I think totally clear. And I think here are some problems for what I want to address for M365 Copilot, because it's not so easy. Because you have so much agents, and the most people don't don't know when I should use which agent, and this could Microsoft do better, I think. But at the moment, I think this is in homework to make this agent or this multi-agent work much easier for the end user. And the last two parts, I had said this before, and centralized governance is very important. If it's centralized or it's have some other strategies, because it's where are different parts, how I can integrate and governance for AI into a company. This should be a discussion. But it's very, very important to have and governance. And governance within single point of truth, and that defines the governance for the whole company. And an escalation part is important for this governance or for this whole scenario too. So if we have a structure in the company for all of this, we need to define the employee experience advantages. And I think now we get like in every session the same points. Yes, it's totally important to define. So if we have a clear guidance, we need to talk about the employers about this guidance. We need to understand, because so if I could open my ChatGPT in my company, I work with it. So, but as a company, I must say, okay, no, there's no way to use your own GPT. We have no bring your own large language model. So you need to use our language model. And if it's M365 Copilot or Copilot, you should use this. Yeah, this is a guidance. It's a clear guidance. And I saw this by only a few companies, but it's important, and it's important for it's a part of the Workers' Council, because in Germany, for example, and other European countries, the Workers' Council defines the products if you could work or you could not work. Yeah, but if you have not a Workers' Council in your company, it's important too from the IT side to define this is a guidance. You could work with this products, and you don't work, or you should not work, or could not work with your own products. This is very, very important to have a clear guidance for the employees, and the relevant training. Yeah. So if I have, for example, for example, for Azure Foundry, I need a training, for example, in Python, or how to create large language models, or create my own chatbots, or other things. I need trainings for the end users, for the devs, or for the system developers. I think this is totally clear here. And part of self-service power. That means it must be there could be two parts in it. So one is you can use key user who helps here to empowering the end user itself. You have and ticket part, so where we get the help from the IT, and and self-learning part would ever be the best thing. So everything that helps to get the pressure from the IT is a good way of work here with self-service power, and safety, confidence. This is, I think, one of the main problems here. So because the end user works with her own GPTs and with preferred GPTs, and we need and safety confidence, what where could or should do and not. Yeah, and this is ever be and safety part. And if you define standards, all the members in your company should draw and contract regarding to this safety confidence and guidance rules. So, but you can decide as a company owner, you do nothing. This is this is okay, but this would ever been what I said before. You have a disconnected chaos. Every you will dozen of overlapping chatbots. You have no integration coordination. You have your pro devs who do what they want. You have your end users who do what they want. And in the most situations, you have a license waste, because you have no monitoring on it, and your end users or your citizen devs said, yeah, I need this license, I will create some agents, and the agents do stuff that didn't need anymore, or take a look on a data source that is not should be integrated anymore, and so on, because behind this agents are in the most use cases Dataverse, and Dataverse will create a lot of license costs, and you must take a look, is this necessary? So that means as an IT, you need to act. This is very, very important. This is no I could do this, is it and I must do it. It isn't really must do it, because the third one, the security incidents, is the hardest part of it. So for example, in M365 Copilot, if end users could see data what you from a chatbot, what they should or could or not or couldn't see, or the numbers of pilots generating excitements. So I think all of these 4 points are really hard, or could be really hard for an IT, and it's an must to do. So if the an IT for a company have not do things at the moment. So let us come us to the end. I think it's really, really easy to define 3 points. You need to define your AI CEO vision. And what I said before, it's not like and center of excellence data kits is not only in tooling, it's a way of handling. It's in strategy, it's rules, it's a way of working, and you start with a strategic intent. I think this is really important to find where in strategy, and you build on a future state. And this should be really concrete regarding to your AI tools in your company, including Microsoft, and you define your outcomes. And at the end, you have a strategic alignment, and you need to monitor it, and to define the scenarios for your future, and so on. And so in these 3 easy steps, I think you can define your AI vision and hold it up to date. And important is you need to define it. So, but I said this before, but it's really, really important to know. You need to define it for every tool. For M365 Copilot for the end user, for a Power Platform, Copilot Studio and Azure AI. It's for every tool a little bit different, I would say, but it's important to have a strategy in Microsoft Business for all of them, for all of the roles. And at the end, you will have an AI policy framework with an acceptable use, with all regarding the data privacy, VIP, intellectual properties and copyrights, how you can handle that, and human oversight. So the human in the loop requirements, whether there are some requirements where the human in the loop important for critical AI decisions. And at the end, I would say, at the end, where are four Microsoft AI governance pillars. So one is the identity and access pillar. I think you should take a look on Friday regarding to the intro session of Klaus Bierschenk. So this is a very important part in the Microsoft Cosmos is Entra ID to define the entity access, the data protection, who could see what and not, data loss prevention, purview, what can you do with Power Platform and all the Power Platform rules and strategies, the application controls, who could get access to which Power Apps to Power automate flows, and for example to Power BI dashboards, and the Azure AI security. For example, the app registration, manage Foundry keys, and so on and so on. So I think this is a really, really, really big part. It's only 4 bullet points, but it's a really big part in a company. And in the companies you have for all of this four pillars, I would say own persons, because it's really important to have a point of all of this. Yeah, and your next steps, I think. So if you're at the start, I think these next steps are really clear. You can identify your core team, find 3 people in your organization. That must be not only people from the IT team. So I saw this that in a lot of companies are in the core team someone from the business too. You can draft your charter, create a one-pager, and speak with your CISO, with your data compliance officers, and with the sponsors for a buy-in. And when you can select your lighthouses, you can define your AI projects. And for every AI project, you can build a generic strategy for your company. So if you did not have start with Azure AI Foundry, you can build your first lighthouse project, and you define all your strategies and rules in this lighthouse project. And at the end, you have you launch your playbooks of your Center of AI of Excellence. And I think it's a really good start. So Mirko, is any questions from the crowd here? No. Okay. So yeah, perfect. So thank you for your time. So before we stop, I want to show the next session. Yeah. So the next session is at 9 a.m. and I would say in 70 minutes with Dhruvin Shah, Dataverse hidden gems and model-driven apps. And yeah, I want to thank you, and we see us again on Tuesday and on Friday. Bye-bye.
Welcome to Power Bros Knowledge, where Power Platform meets pure innovation. Your business runs on chaos, approvals lost, data scattered, time wasted. We know that pain. Now imagine automating everything, faster, smarter, and built for impact. That's where Power Bros come in, architects of digital change. We don't talk trends, we build results. Our Knowledge Hub turns expertise into action, real tutorials, real automation, real impact. Whether it's Power Apps, Automate, Logic Apps, or Entra, we make it work together, smarter. Join the Power Bros movement, 30,000 professionals learning, building, and sharing every day. Ready to transform your workflows? Book us now, and let's build something legendary together.
Hi, I'm Sean, and I train people to become Power Platform Solutions Architects. If you're watching this, you know Power Platform, but be honest, when you're building a solution, are you using the best tools to solve the problem, or just the tools you know? If you love building powerful, scalable solutions that make your company money, let me share why our training is different. We've noticed that the best architects know a series of best practices and they apply them to every project. So we took all these best practices and put them into this course.
The Microsoft ecosystem is evolving faster than ever. Copilot, Power Platform, security, modern work, Azure AI, new features every week, new opportunities every day. But learning is scattered. Events are expensive, limited, and difficult to access. That changes now. Welcome to M365 Con, the world's largest online Microsoft 365 convention. 2 powerful weeks, 1 week of workshops, 1 week of free global talks and keynotes. Build your own learning path with expert-led workshops. From Power Platform to security, from Copilot to Azure AI, you choose what matters to you. Then join over 60 free sessions with most valuable professionals, Microsoft trainers, architects, and innovators from around the world. Meet the community, explore the virtual expo, connect with experts, and be part of a global Microsoft experience. Accessible, global, interactive, and designed for every Microsoft 365 professional. M365 Con, your community, your learning path, your Microsoft 365 future. Welcome to Power Bros Knowledge, where Power Platform meets pure innovation. Your business runs on chaos, approvals lost, data scattered, time wasted. We know that pain. Now imagine automating everything, faster, smarter, and built for impact. That's where Power Bros come in, architects of digital change. We don't talk trends, we build results. Our Knowledge Hub turns expertise into action, real tutorials, real automation, real impact. Whether it's Power Apps, Automate, Logic Apps, or Entra, we make it work together, smarter. Join the Power Bros movement, 30,000 professionals learning, building, and sharing every day. Ready to transform your workflows? Book us now, and let's build something legendary together.
Hi, I'm Sean, and I train people to become Power Platform Solutions Architects. If you're watching this, you know Power Platform, but be honest, when you're building a solution, are you using the best tools to solve the problem, or just the tools you know? If you love building powerful, scalable solutions that make your company money, let me share why our training is different. We've noticed that the best architects know a series of best practices and they apply them to every project. So we took all these best practices and put them into this course.
The Microsoft ecosystem is evolving faster than ever. Copilot, Power Platform, security, modern work, Azure AI, new features every week, new opportunities every day. But learning is scattered. Events are expensive, limited, and difficult to access. That changes now. Welcome to M365 Con, the world's largest online Microsoft 365 convention. 2 powerful weeks, 1 week of workshops, 1 week of free global talks and keynotes. Build your own learning path with expert-led workshops. From Power Platform to security, from Copilot to Azure AI, you choose what matters to you. Then join over 60 free sessions with most valuable professionals, Microsoft trainers, architects, and innovators from around the world. Meet the community, explore the virtual expo, connect with experts, and be part of a global Microsoft experience. Accessible, global, interactive, and designed for every Microsoft 365 professional. M365 Con, your community, your learning path, your Microsoft 365 future. Welcome to Power Bros Knowledge, where Power Platform meets pure innovation. Your business runs on chaos, approvals lost, data scattered, time wasted. We know that pain. Now imagine automating everything, faster, smarter, and built for impact. That's where Power Bros come in, architects of digital change. We don't talk trends, we build results. Our Knowledge Hub turns expertise into action. Real tutorials, real automation, real impact. Whether it's Power Apps, Automate, Logic Apps, or Entra, we make it work together, smarter. Join the Power Bros movement. 30,000 professionals learning, building, and sharing every day. Ready to transform your workflows? Book us now, and let's build something legendary together.
Hi, I'm Sean, and I train people to become Power Platform Solutions Architects. If you're watching this, you know Power Platform, but be honest, when you're building a solution, are you using the best tools to solve the problem or just the tools you know? If you love building powerful, scalable solutions that make your company money, let me share why our training is different. We've noticed that the best architects know a series of best practices and they apply them to every project. So we took all these best practices and put them into this course.
The Microsoft ecosystem is evolving faster than ever. Copilot, Power Platform, security, modern work, Azure AI, new features every week, new opportunities every day. But learning is scattered. Events are expensive, limited, and difficult to access. That changes now. Welcome to M365 Con, the world's largest online Microsoft 365 convention. 2 powerful weeks, 1 week of workshops, 1 week of free global talks and keynotes. Build your own learning path with expert-led workshops. From Power Platform to security, from Copilot to Azure AI, you choose what matters to you. Then join over 60 free sessions with most valuable professionals, Microsoft trainers, architects, and innovators from around the world. Meet the community, explore the virtual expo, connect with experts, and be part of a global Microsoft experience. Accessible, global, interactive, and designed for every Microsoft 365 professional. M365 Con, your community, your learning path, your Microsoft 365 future. Welcome to Power Bros Knowledge, where Power Platform meets pure innovation. Your business runs on chaos, approvals lost, data scattered, time wasted. We know that pain. Now imagine automating everything, faster, smarter, and built for impact. That's where Power Bros come in, architects of digital change. We don't talk trends, we build results. Our Knowledge Hub turns expertise into action, real tutorials, real automation, real impact. Whether it's Power Apps, Automate, Logic Apps, or Entra, we make it work together, smarter. Join the Power Bros movement, 30,000 professionals learning, building, and sharing every day. Ready to transform your workflows? Book us now, and let's build something legendary together. The Microsoft ecosystem is evolving faster than ever. Copilot, Power Platform, security, modern work, Azure AI, new features every week, new opportunities every day. But learning is scattered. Events are expensive, limited, and difficult to access. That changes now. Welcome to M365 Con, the world's largest online Microsoft 365 convention. 2 powerful weeks. 1 week of workshops, 1 week of free global talks and keynotes. Build your own learning path with expert-led workshops. From Power Platform to security, from Copilot to Azure AI, you choose what matters to you. Then join over 60 free sessions with most valuable professionals, Microsoft trainers, architects, and innovators from around the world. Meet the community, explore the virtual expo, connect with experts, and be part of a global Microsoft experience. Accessible, global, interactive, and designed for every Microsoft 365 professional. M365 Con, your community, your learning path, your Microsoft 365 future.
Hi, I'm Sean, and I train people to become Power Platform Solutions Architects. If you're watching this, you know Power Platform, but be honest, when you're building a solution, are you using the best tools to solve the problem or just the tools you know? If you love building powerful, scalable solutions that make your company money, let me share why our training is different. We've noticed that the best architects know a series of best practices and they apply them to every project. So we took all these best practices and put them into this course.
So, hello and a warm welcome to our M365 Con with our second expert session today. My name is Marcel Borschk. I'm the co-founder of the M365 Con, and today on the stage is Dhruvin Shah with the topic Dataverse Hidden Gems with model-driven apps. So we're running a little. Wait a second. Oh, so I saw we have some problems with logins. It looks good. I see something. Oh no, now I saw myself. So, share screen. Now you should see my screen. It's take a minute. So, but now I see it's running. Dhruvin, warm welcome. Still lagging. I hope it will start. It takes some time, so sorry. We'll running into trouble. No, we could not see you, Dhruvin. No. Hmm. So when we re-sign in, it takes only a few minutes. I think it could be a problem with the browser. Loading. It's loading. Kannst du mich hören? Could you hear me? It looks like bigger troubles. Could you hear me, Dhruvin? So it seems to us, but Dhruvin runs problems with his browser. There's no possibility for him to share his microphone. And camera. So we are so sorry. We couldn't hear you, Dhruvin, so much. I think we should cut.
Hello, this is a test.
I could hear you.
Hello. Hello.
Ah,
Can you hear me?
yeah. So, hello and
I
warm
don't know what's the
welcome.
issue.
So, yes, we can hear you.
Okay, perfect.
Crazy.
Perfect.
It takes so much time.
I don't
But
know
now
what's
it
the
works.
issue.
So, button a little bit up. Yep. Okay. So, yeah, you could start. I will leave the stage.
Okay, perfect. I don't have any slides in my another computer which I joined, so I will directly start with the demo. At least hopefully everyone can hear me properly. Just give me a minute. I'm start sharing my screen. Okay. Hopefully the screen is visible. Okay. Yep. Let me just do this thing. Okay. Hi everyone. Apologize for all the inconvenience that you guys face while starting with this session. So maybe I just have now 15-20 minutes to showcase something which I have probably planned over here for this particular session. So let me start over here. I don't have dual screen at this point, so I will not be able to see any messages or anything that I can have because I just prepared everything in my another system, and now I just switch everything over here. So I'm reopening everything. Just give me a minute. So today we are specifically going to discuss about the Dataverse hidden gems. So around 5 to 6 hidden features I have planned it out for today. So what's today's main focus is, let me just start with the first one. So most of us are working with the Dataverse with the one simple currency column most of the time, but many times we are working with the global sessions and global companies where there is a need that we need to have multiple currency at that time. So how to deal with that? First of all, I'm going to showcase that thing. So let me just quickly jump into one of my environment and let me show you how to deal with multiple currency with the Dataverse first. So here I have one of my solution where I have a property management application. So first of all, let me just open up my model driven application for a moment. So I'm just here and opening here the model driven application. Let me just play around that again. Here I have different maintenance request, and when we create any maintenance request in the Dataverse with the model driven application, usually it open up this kind of experience where you need to enter some cost value, and there is an option over here as a lookup which will have available where you can add multiple currencies. Now most of the time we have the assumption in our mind that when we set up our environment for the first time, like if I'm going here and opening my admin center and creating um, my simple model driven application for the first time, and when you are adding any currency data type of column, what happen here is generally whichever environment that you have set up for yourself, usually it take up that particular environment's by default base currency. So how we can change it out? Let's have a quick look. And for that, what we can do is simply we need to go and open our environment over here, and we need to go to the specifically the settings section, and over there you will be able to see an option for business, and there you can see the currency option. This is the new modern interface for the currency management in the model driven application. So we just go here, and over here we can see the different currencies over here. Now here you can set the multiple currency. Now what's the most important thing over here, that what matters a lot is mainly it offers the auto currency conversion as well based on the currency that you are adding. So currently I have added Australian dollar, Indian rupees and US dollar, but let's say for an example, if I need to add another currency for myself, I can select the appropriate option from here, and you can select the appropriate base currency from here, that okay, which base currency you wanted to add over here, and according to that you can just plan it out for yourself whether you want to create a system currency or a custom currency. Okay, so what I'm doing here is right now currently I'm having 1, 2 and 3 different currencies values available over here, like Australian dollar, INR and US dollar. Let me just quickly open one of them over here. So you can see here it is showing you that what would be your currency name, what would be the exchange rate for that, and whether it has the base currency or not. So let me just click on new, and let me just add the custom currency over here, and from here let me select the base currency as US. Let me select over here, let's say for an example I'm selecting over here like a euro. Okay, you select the currency precision, you provide the name of the currency. With regards to base currency, what would be the rate that you wanted to plan out for yourself? So let's say for an example, I just wanted to provide over here that equivalent to 1.5 US dollar. So I'm just adding that value over here, click on save and close. And once you do that particular thing over here, you can see that the euro value is also been added over here for yourself. Now what happen here is when you go to the model driven application now and opening out and open that out into play mode, let me just refresh my page over here. So over here we are having the multiple currencies currency values available for ourselves. Let me just click on this, click on add new again. It will take some moments in order to reflect those changes. Overall here it's completely saved. Let me just see if it is started appearing over here. And yep, it started appearing the euro value over here. You can just provide any that particular currency, and now let me just select any lookup value over here, and according to that I'm setting the priority. And now let's say for an example, in cost column, if I'm adding over here like a 120 over here, 120 euro, so it automatically take that currency symbol over here. So basically this is the out of the box feature available, and then now when you save it out you can see that it is converting to the base currency as well. So at environment level you have US dollar as a base currency, so it automatically convert that currency. So basically this is how you can usually deal with this multi currency scenario within the model driven application. And simply the fundamentals are very simple. So even though if you edit your model driven application over here, let me just quickly edit that out. So when you edit this application and this is your maintenance request, let me just quickly open that. And let the form to be loaded. So it loaded successfully. And here you have the cost column. Okay, so by default, whenever you create any column within your Dataverse, it will show you something like this. And if you wanted to add base currency, you can simply drag and drop on add it over here. Okay, so basically this is the first concept which I would which I try to explain you over here, because most of the time we only deal with the single currency. But if there is a need to tweak the currency column depending on the business need by supporting the global business, this is what you can simply use it out from admin center. Select the create the new currency, provide the conversion with regards to base currency, and then drag that particular column over here within the model driven application, and that will makes your life simpler. Okay, so this is the first one that I would like to showcase over here with multi-currency scenario. Second use case I have planned for today is to work upon how you can uh, recover deleted data from the Dataverse. Let's say for an example, this is what we are having as our maintenance request application. Okay, now what happened here is right now within the Dataverse there is one thing that if you delete any record, there is no out of the box way to recover it. Like in SharePoint and other application, you can simply recover the record from recycle bin and all. But recently Microsoft has launched out that new feature within the model driven application itself. So if you turn on that particular feature, basically you can retrieve the deleted record as well. So let me quickly showcase you how to do that. For that, again, simple one thing is that you need to open the environment setting over here, and you need to go to the product features. So let's go to the features. And when you turn on the features over here, basically you can go into this particular part. You can scroll down, and there is one option available over here called deleted record. Okay, you need to make sure that this is turned on for you. And basically there is an option available that okay, till how long you would like to preserve your record from the deleted records. Okay, so this is what you can simply do. 30 days is the default day time that you can provide it over here. 30 days you can provide. Now click on save. I already did that setting turn on before this particular session, because usually it is taking around 15 to 20 minutes to reflect these changes as a overall. But right now I just make it like a 30 and click on save. As soon as you click on save, uh, basically what happened here is from here you can simply turn on that setting. And now the question arises that where can I check the deleted records? Okay, for that there is a simple thing. Click on the setting here again and go to the data management, and overall here once you turn on that feature, it will show you one more option, deleted records, as a preview. So let me just quickly open that up for you, and this is where it is showing the deleted record. Now let me try one thing. Let me go to my model driven application over here. Model driven application over here. I'm just selecting this record over here and simply clicking on delete option. And once you click on the delete option, basically it will start popping up this kind of deletion method, because we turned on the deletion feature from Dataverse side, that it preserves that into recycle bin. So you can recover that within the 30 days of time span. Now when you click on delete, it deleted this record. Let it to be. It's deleting and the record is being deleted. Now if you go to the deleted record section and refresh it over here, you can see you can check the delete record over here within your recycle bin within the Dataverse. Now if you want to recover it, simply click on that and click on restore option. And once you click on restore, it start processing, same like you know how we do in the Windows application or how we do usually in the SharePoint. Similar way it like looks like this. And now if I go back to my model driven application, let me go back over here. Right now I can't see 1099. Let me refresh that out, and you can see that that deleted record has been restored. successfully. So this is another feature which is recently being rolled out, which you can simply explore it out for yourself. Okay, so this is the second feature. I know I'm going super fast because this is what I haven't planned. I mean, I was planning to go slow by slow with a different feature, but due to time I just wanted to cover a maximum thing, that whatever left time we are having with that. Okay, so this is the second thing which I would like to talk about. Third thing which I would like to highlight as a part of Dataverse hidden feature as relationship behavior. So let me just quickly showcase you one important or interesting thing over here. So generally what happen here is sometimes we are having one to many relationship within your Dataverse table. So let's say for an example, overall if I'm taking this one, we are having main record as a properties, and we are having another table called maintenance request. So property and maintenance request are in one to many relationship. For one property there can be multiple maintenance requests. Now sometimes what happen here is our customers are asking for a requirement that what happen if you delete the property itself from here. So let's say if I'm selecting this and if I'm deleting this record, what should be happen with the child record? Let's say for an example, I'm having DLF house. This is one property I'm having, and for that I'm having 4 maintenance requests already created for that, right? Now in this case, if I delete the DLF house, what will be happen with its associated maintenance request? Sometimes customer is saying that okay, I cannot be able to delete the record until all the child records are not deleted, or maybe child records are not aligned with the other values. So at the time, how you can manage those kind of scenario? And again, it's one of the most powerful interview questions, as well as you can see this kind of questions in many of the certification. If you are preparing for PL200 or PL600, this type of question usually asked into that. It's like a morely the scenario based question. So if you want to manage this thing out, there is one amazing functionality available at the Dataverse level called relationship behavior. Let me just quickly showcase you how it looks like. So if you go to your Dataverse table, and let's say here I am on my property table, and let me open up the relationship, one to many relationship that I have set up for maintenance request. So if you go to the relationship section over here, let's go here and look at the table. What is my table name? My table name is maintenance request. So if I'm searching over here, so this is one relationship I'm having. Let me open that up. So here it's a property, and here it's a maintenance request, and you can see it's a one to many relationship. Now when you click on advanced option, you will be able to see an amazing option over here called relationship behavior. So there are different type of behavior available: referential, parental, and custom. Now usually what happen here is, if you don't set up anything, by default referential and remove link is set up, which means that if you delete the parent record from child record, its value is getting cleared out. Okay, but now in other case, what we can do here is we can change it out. If we want to restrict it, you can simply make it up as a parental. Okay, or maybe in the referential itself, you can select the delete as a restrict. So what happen here is, when you click on done after that, I just make it as a restrict one. So what would be happen is, if you try to delete the parent record and child is already associated with that parent record, you cannot be able to delete the parent. This is a good locking mechanism we usually have into our systems, because generally into production applications we don't allow the deletion of the master data. And sometimes, by mistake, if someone is trying to delete it out, this is how we can prevent. Now let me just refresh this one. We just change the relationship behavior. Now this property and maintenance request are in relation to each other. Now let me select the DLF house over here, and let me try to delete this thing out. Okay, and let's see what will happen. I'm just trying to click on delete option, and you can see this type of error message that this record cannot be deleted because associated with the another record. And when you click on show more, you can see more details over here around this. Okay, but this is how you can simply restrict the deletion of the deletion of your parent record without impacting your child records. Okay, and on the other way around, you can play around the other features as well. Let me quickly showcase you. So if you go to the relationship feature again, okay, so currently we are having referential and restrict, which means that you cannot delete the parent record until all the childs are deleted. If you select referential and remove link, then what will be happen? Let's try this out. Okay, I'm just clicking on done over here. And now I'm just trying to refresh this out. Okay, and let me just open the platinum square over here. Okay, for platinum square I don't have any maintenance request. Let me check Atlanta world. Yes, for this I am having 4 requests, right? Now let's try this. Let's try to delete the Atlanta world. As soon as you try to delete the Atlanta world, what happens is it will at least allow the deletion, but all the child record associated with Atlanta world will be deassociated automatically. So see, I can delete the parent record. Now if I go to the child over here, you will be able to see those properties become orphan. Okay, let's have a quick look. So I just click on maintenance request now. Okay, so it's open. So you can see many places there are blank records. So those blank records earlier were associated with that main parent record Atlanta world, and we removed it, so it just clear out the link over here. So it just deassociated those whole link. Okay, so this is what is called as the relationship behavior. So referential and restrict, referential and remove link. Apart from that, there is a parental also available. So what parental will do, parental will do like, if you try to delete the parent record and if child is present, it usually don't allow that deletion. So parental is doing that particular activity. Okay, and last one is custom. So in custom, not only delete, but you can handle multiple things. So in dynamic CRM and all, we are having multiple scenarios many times where we are not just managing delete that parent and child, but sometimes what happens is the org structure is getting changed, or people are moving from one organization to another organization, and let's say if row level record is shared with the user, at that time also you can manage it via relationship. So you can reassign those records, you can share the record, you can unshare the record, or you can reparent the record. So overall here as well there are many options available: cascade all, cascade active, cascade user own, cascade none. Now what would be happen here is, like, let's say for an example, if you are assigning the record to the user, okay, let's say for an example, uh, in this particular case, let's say initially it is assigned to me, but let's say for an example, if I'm assigning it back to some other user, and when I did the cascade, what happened here is, when parent record is assigned to someone, all the child record automatically get assigned to the same person. So cascading will happen. Cascade active means all the active record will assigned automatically. User own means all the record that is assigned to that particular user is assigned to that one, and none means nothing will be shared. So it will be like a simple and straightforward. Okay, so this is all like a relationship behavior in the Dataverse. So this is again like many times in many interviews as well as in many certification, this type of question usually asked. So maybe not everyone is aware, that's what I have observed most of the time. So this is another hidden power pack I would like to showcase over here, that with relationship behavior you can explore this thing out as well. Okay, so this is third one. Now let me just talk about the next feature that I have planned out for yourself. Most of you have seen this particular features many times, specifically because with model driven application last year, they have introduced the vibe coding. I personally created lots of YouTube content around vibe coding. So it's again like a game changer, I would say. Let me just quickly showcase the end outcome. Maybe I will not be able to finish that whole thing right now on the fly, but let me just showcase you what you can achieve with that one. Just give me a minute. Let me just play one of the model driven application quickly. Okay, let me just play around apps. So most of the time we believe that model driven applications are not attractive, or model driven applications do not provide the more UI capability for yourself, right? So those things we can easily solve with the help of vibe coding, or I would say is a modern code designer. Let me just showcase few quick things over here. So one way of doing is you can introduce the canvas page within the model driven application as well. So this is the one of the example of that canvas page integration within this particular model driven application. Okay. Apart from that, there are also other ways to check this thing out. Just give me a minute. Let me see where I have prepared that demo quickly. I'm not able to find it out quickly. Just let's park it maybe. Just give me a minute. Let's try the last option. Yep, here it is. Let it to be played. Okay, so this type of beautiful interfaces also you can build it out for yourself. So this kind of complete CRUD, and again it's a React based pages you can achieve simply with the vibe coding. So that is also something which is available as a part of model driven application. Okay. uh, One more thing I would like to talk about is all about the activity tables, but I think due to lack of time I don't want to go more into it, because the thing is that it will take some time and we are already having good lineup of the next speakers. So maybe those small pieces which are left over here and detailed videos I will simply publish on my YouTube, so you can simply watch it out from there. But this is like overall thing I have planned. I know this is not as expected. Like I should be definitely be a little bit of slow, but this is what I have planned, and I'm not able to present any slides at this point on my screen, so apologize for the inconvenience. But yeah, I think I'm good, at least that at least within 20-25 minutes whatever I get it over here, I'll able to represent what I planned at at 50% overall. All right, so yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I'm having
It was amazing in this time.
Thank you so much, Marshall.
Yeah, so I thank you is what is was really amazing, and in this short time set, so sorry for without that we're running here into technical troubles, but when the next speaker are on the floor, Arpit, hello. As I said, first to all, Dhruvin, thank you for your time and for the amazing
Hi, Marcel.
session.
Hi.
And here's the next. Hi. Here's the next speaker,
Hello.
Arpit. Welcome. Your topic today: 10 low-code and AI feature as every model-driven app maker should use. So I will leave the stage. Have fun. And you can start.
Thank you, Marcel. Thank you. Thank you, Marco. Thank you, Marcel, and who is there in the organizing team. Thanks for having me in the M365 Con. Today, my topic is all about sharing the features, whatever the low-code, no-code features and the AI features that we have in the model-driven app. So let me quickly share my screen. Just a minute. Where exactly? All right. Okay. Cool. Try the screen. Cool. Just let me know, Marcel. Okay, you can see my screen. Could you please confirm me? Like, can you see my screen, please, Marcel?
We see your screen. Thank you.
Or maybe you're speaking on mute. Is it?
We see the screen. Thank you.
You can see my screen, right?
Yes, we can see the
Sorry, I
screen.
can't hear you. Okay. Okay. Cool. Nice. All right. So, hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon from wherever time zone you are joining this meeting. And thank you so much once again, Marcel, Marco, and whoever there in the organizing team in the my M365 Con. My name is Arpit, and today I'm going to discuss about top 10 low-code and AI features that every model-driven app makers or the developer should use it. I've been using a couple of them in my project, so and couple of them are still in the preview. So I'll I mean, and I mean at the end of the session I'll share this PowerPoint presentation with you so that you can also take a quick look on the MS documentations, like which particular regions this particular features are right now available, and which particular features are in preview right now. Okay, so that's I would recommend to do that. So before kicking off the session, I just wanted to give a quick introduction about me. My name is Arpit Srivastav, and I'm a Microsoft low-code, no-code and AI specialist. I'm a 5 times Microsoft MVP awarded and Microsoft certified trainer as well from last 5 years. So I've been speaking on Microsoft Power Platform. My favorite product area is the Power Apps and the Power Pages. So I started my career in 2012, and since then I've been working with Microsoft technologies. I have recently published my book as well, named Learning Microsoft Power Apps. So if you just wanted to grab a copy of it and want to learn everything from the fundamentals to the AI, then this is one of the best work for you. And that covers the Canvas app, model-driven app, Power Pages, and all the fundamentals. So if you're planning to learn, if you're planning to switch to the Microsoft Power Platform, or if you want to learn the basics of everything related to Power Platform and the Power Apps, I think that is the best work for you. I've been sharing a lot of content across my social media channel, especially on my YouTube channel. And I try to explain the things in a simpler way. And if you want to follow me, you can find me with Arpit Power Guide on the LinkedIn channel, on the Instagram, on the Facebook, and on the YouTube channel as well. As I said, like I started speaking in 2019, and it's been almost 7-8 years. I've been sharing a lot of great stuff with the platform enthusiast, and I'm currently working as a Power Platform specialist in Capgemini and based out in Sweden. All right. Now, if I talk about the today's session, as I already know, as I already told you, like I'm going to discuss about the top 10 features of model-driven app AI and the low code. And you already know, like for many years, the model-driven apps have been powerful. Earlier, it used to known as the Dynamic 365 CE applications, and now it has been rebranded as the model-driven apps, and it has been quite powerful, and it has more capabilities than the Canvas app, especially from the developer perspective. So Canvas app was basically made for the citizen developer, but model driven app was there since the beginning when the product was known as Dynamic 365 or Microsoft Dynamics CRM. And like there are a lot of capabilities for the developer, but still it lacks some AI enhancement related things. So if you have to do any small changes in the application, you have to write the code, you have to write the plugins, JavaScript workflows, and some sort of complex business logics, right? So it was very great for the enterprises, but sometimes it was very heavy for the developers and the citizen maker. And sometimes due to the some UI changes and everything, the UI was not as good as other applications available in the market. So it was quite frustrating for the users as well, right? But that is now changing with the new low code and the AI capabilities. Power Platform is moving from the low code platform to the AI first application platform. And these are not just the new features that I'm going to discuss with you. These are the features that decide how you can build your apps these days. Okay. And as I said, like these features are for the developers and the users both. So I'm actually going to demonstrate one live case study of help desk application, so that it will give you a flavor like how exactly the things working when you are actually working with the client. And basically, whenever you are creating a model driven application, there are two basic personas here. The first one is the developer who are developing the application, developing the components, and making them available for the users. And the second persona is the users who are going to use those applications and how they can improve their productivity, how they can interact with the client faster, smarter, and the easier way. Okay, so that is one of the example I'm going to take it. Yes, so the first the feature that I'm going to talk about is the Plan Designer. Okay, so the Plan Designer is one of the tools that Microsoft has recently introduced, and it is basically the Copilot first development tool. I just wanted to highlight, like I don't want to stick more on the PowerPoint. I just want to demonstrate all those 10 features in my live environment, but just wanted to give a quick flavor of it, what exactly those the tool is all about, what exactly that feature is. I'm going to share this document with you and PPT with you so that you can get more information about those features from the MS Docs. Okay, so just a quick introduction about what exactly this Plan Designer is. It's basically a Copilot first development tools which actually convert your ideas into the working end-to-end solution. You already have a lot of Copilot capabilities within your model driven app, within the Power Platform, that basically helps you, guide you about writing the code, writing the applications. And I think you have been using it quite a lot since long back. Like you just give your instruction in your natural language, and the Copilot actually create the model driven application, the Canvas app applications, the Power Automate flows. But this Plan Designer is basically is a tool that actually create multiple components and stick them together to create a complete end-to-end solution. Okay, because whenever you create an end-to-end solution, it's not only about the Power Apps and not only about the Power Automate. You have to create multiple components and you have to connect with them in order to create a working end-to-end solution. Okay, so Plan Designer basically create a complete Power Platform solution. You just need to provide an idea, the requirements that you have. So basically it acts as a business analysis. Okay, so what exactly happens in the project, your business analyst or your pre-sales guy interact with your client, your customer, and get the requirements, and then those requirement gets passed on to the other team members like your functional consultant, your technical guy, and your solution architect. So everyone in their team has their own responsibilities, right? So technical guy will design the technical stuff, the data guy will analyze the data, will design the data modeling and everything, the solution guy will create a simple the technical stuff like which component you are going to create, how many power automates are required, so these kind of things, right? So this is how it actually works in the live environment or in the working projects. But now, as you know, like everything has been taken care by the agents. Okay, so we'll see like how the plan designer can be used to take the requirements in a natural language, and will pass on to the different AI agents, which is the replacement of the actual the roles that we have in the projects, and basically automatically generate the end-to-end solution for you. All right, so the first demo is all for the plan designer. So let me quickly go to my Power Platform environment. So I just want to confirm one more time, Michael, can you see my screen? Like I have just switched from my PowerPoint presentation to my Power Apps environment.
Yes, we see your screen.
I can't hear you. Sorry, if you have said something.
We see your screen. That's the Power Apps.
All right, thanks for confirm. Okay, now so this is my environment, Power Apps environment, Power Platform environment, where I'm going to play around with all those features that I'm going to talk about. So the first feature that I was talking about is the plan designer. All right, so you will see the plan designers in the left panel. You see the plans here as well. If you go to the home screen as well, and then also you get the option called create a plan. So sometimes it's confused me as well, but there are a lot of ways to create a particular thing in the Microsoft Dynamics platform basically. So it's up to you, like from where you want to create. If you go to the home screen, then you get an option to create a plan. If you go to the create, I guess you get option from here as well somewhere. I'm not sure, but if you go to the plans also, then also you get an option to create a plan. Okay, so you just need to click on create a plan, and you see like it basically asks you like what exactly your business problem. Okay, so here you can share your ideas, here you can share your client requirements. So it basically for the developers, it's not for the users. Okay, it is for the developers, it is for the app makers, or someone who is actually interacting with the client or taking the requirements from the client. Okay, so you just simply describe your problem. So you see like this is one of the prompt I have taken it for the example. So as I said, like I'm taking the example of the help desk application. So I've just provided a prompt, and this prompt look like this. Like I want to create an help desk application for my company that sell mobile and the laptop electronic devices. And this help desk application should be capable enough to create a case if customer has any inquiry or want to create a complaint and about the product, and raise an issue if product is not working. Okay, and I'm also providing the information about like how many tables it actually has to create in my solution. So I'm providing the information like it should have the case table where actually you will store all the customer the inquiry, the complaints and all things. And then you have the warranty table where you are actually storing all the the warranty related information about the product. Okay, basically it's very important if you are providing the support to any product, if it is under the warranty or not. And basically we will showcase other AI features as well based on this warranty feature as well. Okay, and then I said like use the out of box contact table to hold the customer information, because if you don't do that, it can create a new it can suggest you to create a new contact table. Okay, so it's up to you like what kind of instruction you want to give, but the more clear instruction you will give it to your prompt, the more better result you will get it. Okay, so it's all about the feature of any AI. If you are using, whether it's a chat GPT, Copilot, Grok, or the Gemini. Okay, Now you have got the attach image option as well. So if you want, like, you can simply upload the images. So currently, as of now, it supports only image. But I'm expecting, like, in the future, you expect, like, you can upload the document, PPT, and Excel, and other sort of documents as well. Okay. So if you have already the sketch of your existing application, sometimes you use the Power Platform just to replace the existing system or the application, and your client already has the blueprint of it, or you just want to simply attach it to your Plan Designer, and Plan Designer can take that as a reference to design the UI. Okay. You can also provide the diagram as an attachment, because sometimes you have plenty of tables and you cannot describe it in the Plan Designer in the prompt. So you can just simply take the screenshot of the existing data model that you already have in the existing database, and you can attach it as an image here. So that will help you create a more better data model for your application. All right. So this is how you can simply describe your problem, and you just simply hit the generate option. Okay. So as soon as you hit the generate, it actually, as I said, like, it acts as a business analysis and will provide all this information to the specific agents. So you see, like, in the top right corner, there are 4 agents. They are working together to create the end-to-end solution for you. Okay. So the first one is the requirement agent, which actually understand what exactly your requirement is, what exactly the business idea is, and based on that, it actually create the more detailed version of your user requirements. So sometimes you can share this as a document to your customer to get the approval, like what exactly they want, and you don't need to write this lengthy document for you. Okay. So you can see, like, the requirement agent generate the user requirement section, and it actually generated the user requirements, and the multiple roles for you, like what exactly the role of the customer support agents and the customers and everything. Okay. Now once it is done, the requirement agent has done their job, and if you want to make any modification, you can click on edit, and if you want to go ahead with that, you just simply click on looks good. Okay. And once you do that, then the second agent called process agent comes into the play, and this actually start creating the multiple processes, because based on the requirement, there could be multiple users, there could be multiple roles, and there could be multiple personas who will interact with your application, right? So it will actually create the user processes. You can see, like, there is one process called case creation and the management. The second process will be the help desk performing monitoring. Okay. And everything is basically the editable. Okay. The one thing that is very good is everything that you see here in the left section, which is being generated by the AI agents, are in the draft mode. It is not yet saved until you press the save option here. Okay. So you see, like, process agent has generated 2 process, case creation and the help desk performance. If you want to see the more detailed way, you can just click on the view process, and it will provide you this kind of the flow diagram as well. I mean, earlier you used to have some external tools to generate that, but here you can simply use the Plan Designer for that. And once you good with that, you just click on the looks good, and then the data modeling. Okay. So the data agent will comes into the play, and it start creating the data modeling. So as you see, like, I have specified in the prompt, like, I only need the case table and the warranty. That's why it prompts me for that. But if you need some more tables, then you can simply click on add it, and it will actually provide you the Copilot prompt, and here you can again ask the Plan Designer to add some more tables. Okay. And also you can replace the tables with the existing one as well, because sometimes the Copilot is not able to recognize the existing table. So you can simply recreating those tables, you can simply replace it, or you can simply remove it as well. Okay. And once you are good with that, you can just click on looks good. And the final thing is the solution agent. It acts like a solution architect, and it actually suggests you multiple components that you need to develop in order to design the solution. So for example, based on the prompt, you need a canvas application, you need a model driven app, and you need an agent. I need that agent just to check the warranty eligibility checker. So I'll quickly show that as well, so that I can also showcase like how the agent can help you out to automate the things. Okay. And it also suggested the Power Automate flow, and it also suggested the report. So you can see like all your 5 components. It has not suggested the Power Pages site because I have not asked to create the website. Otherwise, it could have also add the Power Pages site as well. So I mean, the thing is, it had actually suggested all the technologies, all the components that you can create. You can see like it's a complete picture, and you see like it has not been created yet. Okay. You first need to save it so that your table will get stored in the Dataverse, because without the table, without the data, you can't create any the component like your model driven app or your Canvas app, right? So you need to first create your data model. Once you save it, your data will be saved, your data model will be saved, and then you can start creating your components. Okay. So instead of doing that, what I have already done it, I mean, I'm not going to save it, but one more thing here is, once you save it, okay, it actually asks you like whether you want to save it in a new solution or you have the existing solution. Okay. So that's a good thing, that if you want to create everything in the existing solution, and it also allow you to select the publisher as well. Okay. If you are selecting the solution, or if you are creating a new solution, then also it actually asks you like what should be the name of your new solution. So everything whatever you are creating, it should be dumped in within your solution. Okay. Perfect. So I'm not saving this, I'm leaving without saving, because I already created a plan. I don't want to waste time in creating everything, because it takes time to load the screens and everything. So this is what exactly I have shown you. I have already created a plan, and it also showed me, I mean, it also suggested me all those technology that I have shown you. So you see like it has suggested me the Canvas app, the model driven applications, and the agent. Okay. So the first thing that I want to show it to you is the model driven application that it has created. Okay. So I'm just going to in the override phase. Okay, so we'll go to here, then overview. Okay, so this is the model driven application that it has suggested. So I'll quickly go to the edit. So whenever you will create a plan, it will ask you to edit it. And the one important thing here, it actually opens in the new tab. So it is actually not replacing the existing plan designer. But sometimes it might be possible that you already have some sort of existing model driven application. Then instead of creating a new one, you can replace it with the existing one as well. So that's also an option for you. Okay. So now it takes me to the model driven app. Okay. And I'm not going to discuss about like how to design the model driven app in the app designer. I think it's already, I assume like you already know about it. But what exactly you can do it here, once your model driven application is created by the plan designer, you can simply hit publish. Okay. And once you hit publish, it automatically takes you to this screen where you can, start using a model driven application. Okay. So you can imagine how easy it is. I mean, the data modeling and everything, how you have created immediately. I know like it, how much it was the pain to create or to set up the data model. I mean, instead of doing the productive work like designing UI, writing logic, you have to spend a lot of hours and the days to create the data model, right? In order to design any applications before this AI and the low code features came into the picture, right? So this is how the model driven app will look like. And you can add multiple tables in the left panel that I'm not going to discuss here. And I have already designed this model driven app. So that is the feature number one. I wanted to show you how you can start designing your end-to-end solution using Plant Designer. Sometimes some of the users not happy with how the component it's suggesting, and if you still don't want to use this feature and you want to go ahead with the normal way of creating model driven app, that is also fine. But sometimes being a developer, being an app maker, you just wanted to know like from the AI, like for this particular requirement, what kind of component I can create. Okay. So at least you can take the help of plant designer to understand what sort of component you need in your solution. Okay, and then later you can create them by your own. You don't need to use the plant designer for that. Okay, for example, like you took the example of this, and it suggested me the canvas app, the model driven app, and the agent, and you suggest them to your client. Like for this particular solution, you can create a canvas application for this purpose, you can create the model driven app for this purpose, and create a website for this purpose, and agent for this purpose. Because sometimes AI can think what you can think about it, so it can think more than that. So it's always better that you can take the help of AI if you don't want to use the plant designer as well. All right. Now, the second feature that I'm going to discuss is, the generative pages. Okay, I think there is a detailed session on this as well after my session, but just wanted to kick overview of it, like what exactly this generative pages feature is all about. So, generative pages is basically, it's a new enhancement, as I said, like in the model-driven application. One of the major limitation that the developer used to face is enhancing the UI. And nowadays we have a lot of capabilities. We have the custom pages, we have the web resources, and then we have the PCF controls, and a lot of things are there that you can also use it to enhance the UI. But sometimes we still lack, the capabilities to match the UI with the existing model-driven application look and feel. Okay, but that thing basically cover up with a new feature that is called generative pages. Now, what exactly it is? If you open your app designer, your model driven application, you see in the left panel there is a page option, and here is the add page option. Okay, when you click on the add page, there is an option called describe a page. Okay, and here you can simply provide your instruction in your natural language, what exactly or what kind of page you want to create it. Okay, so it is currently initializing the control, but just wanted to give you a context about it. Whatever page you create here, it actually use the React language. Okay, so if it's very important nowadays, because we have started using the vibe coding. So we were using the low code, now we have to switch to the vibe code. So vibe code is the low code plus the AI. So it's very important nowadays that we have to learn the vibe coding, because it is the future. And we also need to learn the React language as well, because there are a lot of components, like in the model driven app, or if you're working in the Power Pages, there are a lot of components you have to create. You need to learn the React languages. Okay, if you want to just simply go ahead with whatever the vibe coding is suggesting, then you're fine. But if you want to make some adjustment, whatever AI is suggesting to you, then you need to learn that. Okay, so for example, this is basically the prompt that you need to provide to create a page. Okay, so I'm not going to do that, but if you want, you can simply take an example of this, the existing the features, because I've already created a page for you. So I'll showcase that. But there are some there's some templates available. So for example, like build a page showing account record as a gallery of cards using modern look and feel. So as I said, like the more clear instruction you will give it to the AI, the more clear output you will get it, the more accurate output you will get it. Okay, so this is all about how you want to design the UI of the page, how you want to how you want to design the look and feel of that page. So this is how exactly it actually given the prompt. And the very important thing is it actually provides the include images option as well. Okay, sometimes you want, like, whatever the page that AI is creating for you using the React, it should use some fancy images, some good images from the stock images that provide by Microsoft freely. So it actually pull the images from there and show it in your pages as well. Okay, and one more thing here is add data. That is very important, because sometimes you want to show the contextual data. For example, like click here to take user to this particular page, click here to delete it, click here to create it, something like that, right? So you need to add the tables as well, because here you want to display the account record, so you need to include the account table. But if you want to display some related table data as well, you can add those related table as well. All right, So this is, once you click this, it will start creating a page and using the React language, but I'm not going to do that because I've already created a page that I'll showcase you. So, okay, so I'll came outside. Let me open my solution. Okay, so this is the app that I have created using the Plant Designer. If I go to edit, so if I go to the pages, I've already created a page using generative pages that is called dashboard. Okay, and if I click on the dashboard, you see like how I have designed this particular page. And believe me, like I'm not a React developer. I don't know anything about the React too much, but I'm learning, of course, because if I have to make any adjustment in the code and everything, definitely I have to learn it. And you need, like, this is the prompt basically I have provided. So build a page, case record, and this, and I have taken the reference from the existing prompt as well. And you see like it has generated this kind of UI for me. Okay, so since I am taking the example of help desk application, I want to simply showcase the count of all the cases based on the different status. And you see like all the controls are clickable here. So if I click here, this is the name of the customer, and this is showing basically the priority of the cases, and it is also responsive as well. So if I click on the code, it actually showcase the React basically written. You can also see the vibe coding it is. So, and if you want to make any adjustment, as you can see, like I have given a lot of instructions after creating the page. So for example, I have given the instruction like also add the assign to column and the customer name column. And then I have again given the instructions like can you make the UI similar like this particular screenshot. So yeah, so this is also possible. If you have any reference of any images or a screenshot and you want to make your generative pages use that image, you can simply attach such kind of image as well. So uh, create a top navigation bar where display the count cases. So I have given, I mean, it's like I'm chatting to a human being and I'm just giving the instruction to a developer like how should the page should be designed. Okay, and in the similar way you can just keep on giving the instructions and you can keep on adding a lot of features to your page. And if you are a React developer, if you know React, then you can go to the code and you can create everything from the scratch by clicking on edit. Okay, so that's very important. If you want to rely completely on the AI, I mean, it's not good. Like you can, I mean, Microsoft also recommend like AI generated pages should not be directly deployed to the production, although it actually checks all the security things and everything. But still, I mean, whatever the code is being generated, you should be capable enough to understand what exactly it is doing. And if anything, if any bug comes, if any issue comes up, you should be able to troubleshoot it. You should be able to handle those issues inside the code, right? So this is a good start, but until or unless you know the React, until or unless you understand the code, don't publish it to the production. Okay, so that's a good way of how you can create the pages. Once you design it, save it, and you can show in the model driven app. If I run it directly, you see like how the all the issues are showing here. This is the title, this is the description. I mean, it is also showing everything. I mean, I don't need to navigate to the normal view that we were using it, right? So basic view basically create the cases in the form of list this way. But if you want to change the look and feel of it, I mean, the customer has many requirement to change it. You can showcase like this. Okay, and you can see like if I click on this, it will take me to that specific cases as well. Okay, and this is also showing the related data as well, like the contact and other things. Okay, so this is the point. The feature number 2 that I was talking about is the generative pages. The feature number 3 is the Copilot chat. Okay, now what exactly it is? So once you create any model driven application, whether it's the out of box one like the sales, customer hub, or I mean whatever Dynamic 365 application you are using, or if you are creating any custom model driven application, okay, you will get a Copilot option in the right top corner. Okay, and that is not by default. You have to enable it So first of all, you have to enable it from your environment label. So you have to go to the Power Platform Admin Center, and then there you get the settings, and there you get the product, and then under the features, you will get a lot of AI related toggle features that you need to turn it on. So you can just simply check all those prerequisites and the settings from the MS Docs. So I'm not going to discuss about that. And once you enable that Copilot feature at the environment level, then you have to enable it at your app level as well. Because sometimes what happen is your Copilot chat is working in one model-driven app, but not working in the another model-driven app. So you always troubleshoot it what exactly the problem is. Okay, so you go to the settings in your model driven app, and if you go to the upcoming and here you search the Copilot, there are a lot of features are there, but I think you can see the Copilot control is there. Okay, so make sure it is on, and M365 Copilot is also on here. All right, now once you enable that, you will see this Copilot chat option, and if you click this, it actually opens the Copilot chat in the left panel. Now there are two things here. There are few features it actually provides out of box. For this you don't need any additional license. Okay, so you see like it actually helps you do so. Basically there are three prompts it actually provides: acts, analyze, and ask. Okay, so you can ask the questions whatever the data is stored in the Dataverse. You can analyze things like how many records are there. I mean, the simple natural language query, you can ask it. You can provide the table name, and you can put the lot of conditions, and you can ask it. For example, like these are some of the examples. So this is kind of analysis prompt, and the one is the act one. Okay, so you can ask the Copilot, just take you to the particular record. Okay, so take me to the page where my today's meeting is with Sarah, and just take me to directly to that particular page. Okay, so this is how basically it actually provides out of box features: act, analyze, ask. And it actually help you get the answers from the data that is stored only in the Dataverse. Okay, only in the Dataverse. I'm just talking about that. It cannot get the data from any external sources. So it actually comes with the limited capabilities because it's out of box, and it doesn't require any additional license unless you already have the Power Apps one. Okay, so this is how it actually works. You can ask the questions whatever you want in your natural language, and you can get it. The important thing here is if you want to customize it, how it is possible. Okay, because sometimes being a developer or your customer has an additional requirement that your out of box Copilot chat is not capable enough to answer it. So you can simply add on some more language. You can get the data from some external applications, external databases. You can connect with various other applications, and you can train your Copilot more. Okay, so that it can give you more answers in a broader way. Okay, you see like currently it supports only three prompt: act, analyze, and ask. But you can see like I have created one more prompt here called Power Apps Guide. And once I click here, it actually opens some of the more questions like how can I use the record picker, how do I provide feedback on the Copilot response, how should I use the Copilot chat. So it might have a requirement that you have to customize this Copilot, you have to create your own prompt. So two example I wanted to give you here. Imagine we are working for the help desk application where the issues are coming related to the iPhones or the mobile devices and the laptops. Okay, now what I want to do it, if any issues are coming related to the iPhone, like the customers are complaining related to the iPhone batteries, the iPhone warranties, iPhone setup, iPhone backup, iPhone power issues. So there could be multiple issues related to the iPhone. So being a coworker, being a customer support agent, I may not have the answers of everything, right? So what I can do, and this Copilot is only capable enough to get the information from Dataverse. So how can I pull the data directly from the iPhone website? Okay, so that I don't need to store multiple documents in my database and all. I can directly get the latest information from iPhone website. So I need some additional integration here. I need to customize my Copilot here. So what I can do, if you can go to your app designer, there is an agent option here. Okay, and there are basically two types of agent you see. The first one is your app agent, and the second agent is your autonomous agent. So I'll talk about that later. but just wanted to let you know there are two kinds of agents or the AI agents you can create it in your model driven app. The one is that one that out of box you get it as a Copilot, that is called app assistant agent, and that comes out of box. So this is basically what you see here. Okay, so this is called your app assistant agent, and this is called autonomous agent that I have created additionally. Okay, and that actually works automatically. Now if I have to customize this, I can directly click on edit in Copilot Studio, and this will basically take me to the Copilot Studio. Now here the licensing comes into the picture, because if you don't have the Copilot Studio license, you cannot customize it. So if you don't want to purchase the license of Copilot Studio, you have to stick with what the out-of-box Copilot provides to you in your model driven application. All right. But if you have to customize it, of course, you have to pay for this tool. I don't want to go into the licensing. You can check from the MS Talk the latest licensing of it. But this is basically a tool where you exactly the customize everything. Okay. Now you see like it actually taken me to the screen where I can customize the Copilot agent. And if you have 5 model driven application, there are 5 Copilot agent will get created. Okay, so if you go to the agents, you see like I have one agent Copilot in Power Apps for support agent dashboard, because this is the model driven app. So what is the name of your Copilot agent connected to your model driven app? It always start with Copilot in Power Apps. Okay, hyphen your name of the model driven app. This is my another model driven app, and this is the agent associated with that. So each app has a specific agent. Okay, so once you go here, so this is the agent that is currently we are working on, and here there are a lot of options. So first of all, let me go here. So let me come from here directly. So click on edit. So for this agent, I just want to showcase how we can get the information from the iPhone website. So how you can train this for additional knowledge apart from the Dataverse data. Okay, so if you land on this particular page, you see there is an option called knowledge here. Okay, once you click on this knowledge, and here you see like you can add the knowledge from the multiple sources. Okay, if you click on the add knowledge, you can add the knowledge from the public websites, I mean SharePoint. So I mean sometimes you have a specific documents, your company specific policies and everything, and your company specific models of mobile devices and everything. So you can store that document in the SharePoint, and then you can provide this as a knowledge source, so your Copilot agent will get the information from there. And you see like there are multiple data sources are there. So if I talk about the example of public website, you can provide the public website URL here and click on add it. Okay, you can keep on adding multiple URLs here. So you see like I have already created added a lot of URLs here, and I get it directly from the iPhone Apple website. Okay, so that my Copilot agent can directly give the answers directly from the iPhone website, the Apple website. Okay, and this is one of the example, but there are a lot of others way how you can enhance it. You can add the tools to add some more knowledge to it, and want to perform some additional actions like create data, update data, or pull the data from any additional sources, because here you get the Power Automate integration as well. So I don't want to go into that, but this is how you can customize your Copilot Studio agents. And if you come here now, if I simply ask the questions like my iPhone battery is draining quite frequently. Let's see whether it actually try to get the information from that Apple website, because I have added couple of URLs here. So you can see like I may not have the answers of this question, but you can see like it directly pulls the information from iPhone, the Apple website, and this is how it actually works. So this is how you can simply use the Copilot, how you can customize the Copilot, and this is the feature number 3. Feature number 4, view search using natural language. Okay, this is also one of the most interesting feature. Like earlier, you used to have the quick find search available on the view, and that is quite that is not a user friendly search of data basically, because you have to configure the quick find search, you have to enable a lot of columns, and you cannot do the combined column search in that. Okay, if you have some really complex query, you have to rely on the advanced find, or you have to go to the edit filter here. Okay, so edit filter and advanced find is still relevant if you want to download the fetch XML. But if you have really complex queries, if you have to retrieve the data from the Dataverse or the combination of multiple columns, it's hard basically to search it. But Microsoft has provided this search option where you can simply ask, or you can search your data in your natural languages. Okay, so for example, if I ask like tell me, list down all, sorry, actually my keypad is not working properly, list down all the issues related to screens. So I want to retrieve all the issues that is basically related to the screens. Either it's related to the laptop screens or the mobile screens. So you see like it lists down all those issues related to the screens. Okay, so I'm just simply asking in a natural language, and basically it actually filter it out based on that. So this is also one of the feature that you can enable it. Sometimes I have seen like people are still using quick find search, and it is still relevant of it, but sometimes you don't aware about this feature exists basically in the model driven app, and help you dig down the data in a more easy way. Okay, so this is a very good feature, and here the visualize is also one of the way that actually create the chart automatically based on that, and it also one of the great feature of the Copilot. Okay, all right, moving ahead to the 5th feature, that is called form fill and the smart pace assistant. This is really a good feature. So basically, imagine you are a Copilot, you are a customer support agent, and you really have a long form to fill it. Okay, for example, I want to register a case, I want to create a case, and this is a very simple example because it has only few fields like the case title, the description, the product model, the type, and everything. But sometimes you have to fill a really long form. Okay, and it's really frustrating sometimes to put the information manually. Okay, so Copilot provide you the form assistance option. Okay, so it actually has two option. The first option is you can directly upload a document where you already have the information. Okay, the second option, you already copy that information from any document, from Excel, from any of the document. You just copy it and just paste it here, and it will automatically detect like which particular information you have to provide in a particular column. Okay, let me take an example. I already have one document with me. So let me first open that document. So this is a very sample document like iPhone issue report, where there's a case title, description, type, priority, warranty, device model, and everything. So it's just a simple PDF, but it can be more lengthy PDF as well. So what exactly I'm going to do it, I'll just simply upload this document like this, and it automatically detect like which particular value to be filled in which particular field. All right, perfect. So you see like the data has been filled automatically, you don't need to fill it manually. And which particular column is not supported, you can just simply click on this particular field info, and it says like customer name, which is a lookup, it's unsupported. Under warranty is lock field, so it is also not supported, but rest of the fields is automatically provided. So make sure whenever you are using any AI or the low code feature, just check the limitation section of that in the MS Docs before spending too much time to investigation like why it's not working, why it's working. So it's very important because these features are quite new, and sometimes there are a lot of limitations are there. So you need to understand that, and you need to follow the limitations and the known limitation section, where exactly it is written, like which particular column is currently supported in this feature. Okay. Now currently it's only auto populated, that it has not filled the data until you click on the accept 6 suggestion. Okay. Once you click on accept 6 suggestion, it actually fills the data, and then now you are allowed to save it. So this is the one way you can upload it. The another way to do that, you can simply, if you have already opened the document, you can just simply do Control A, Control C, and you can simply go to your app. And let me take one more example. Just click on new case. Go to the case. New. And instead of uploading the document, I'm just doing the smart paste. Okay. So as soon as I am doing the smart paste, it actually analyzing my clipping board, and you see like whatever copied from the PDF, it automatically detected that as well. So that is also possible, that if you don't want to upload that document, you can simply copy paste the stuff as well. Okay. So that's also a very good feature. And now moving on to the sixth feature, that is called autonomous agents. And as I said, like there are two kinds of agent you can create in the model driven app. The one is autonomous, that is automatically do the things for you and automatically take the actions for you. And there is one app assistant agent. Okay. So app assistant agent we already seen. Now see like how you can create the autonomous agent. Now why I'm going to create this autonomous agent. So as I shown you in my plant designer, I want to create one autonomous agent to check the warranty. So whenever you are creating a case, there is a flag called under warranty or not. So whenever, for example, you are creating a case, the Copilot agent, that is called autonomous agent, will automatically check whether this particular product of this particular model for this particular customer, okay, is under the warranty or not. And to get the information about the warranty, we have the table called warranties. Okay. And in the warranties, you have stored all the information about the product model and the warranty end date. Okay. Now how you can do that, I have already created that, so I can quickly show you. So click here and go to the Copilot Studio, and it will actually open that my autonomous agent. But this agent you have to create from the scratch, unlike the Copilot agent, which is ready-made available for your model-driven application. Okay. So it is the same screen, but here what you can do, the first thing that you have to understand here is you have given the instruction to your Copilot agent. Okay. Now you can see like in my instruction, let it be loaded, then you will understand like what instruction I have given. Okay, so you can see like in the instruction I have given, like you are responsible for reviewing the warranty of a product and updating the under warranty field value to true or the false. Update the under warranty field value to true if warranty end date is greater than today date. Okay. Update the warranty field value to false if the warranty end date is less than the today's date. So this is the instruction I have given to the agent. And then there is an option called tools. Okay. So this tool basically use as a your what I would say, like it would act as a component, like the power automate component, and will update that data in the Dataverse. Okay, because the agent will not the instruction is not enough, or the agent is not enough to do the update in the Dataverse by themselves. You have to use the tools for that. Okay, so once you click on add tools, there are a couple of options to do that. Okay, you can use the multiple connectors. Okay, you can use call the APIs. A lot of tools are there, so I'm not going to do a detailed session on that, but you can see like I have already created a power automate here in my tools. Okay, and in this tool basically I am calling a power automate, and this basically power automate updating the data directly in the case table. Okay, so it's taking a bit time. All right, so you see like this is the tool that I'm using, this is the name of the tool, that is the description, and I'm using the Microsoft Dataverse connector here, and I'm just simply updating the data, because what I want, like this tool should be used by the Copilot agent, and it actually update the warranty based on the warranty end date. And here you see, this is the name of my environment. Current means I'm using Arpit Lab. The name of the table is the case. The row ID, I'm going to directly get it from the AI under warranty field, because that is I'm going to update that. So and here I'm providing the instruction, if the warranty end date is greater than today date, then the set value to true, else false. Okay, so this tool is kind of actions. Okay, in the Power Automate you have two things, trigger and actions, right? In the similar way, in the agent also, this is called action, what action you want to perform. Okay, now what should be the trigger point? Your trigger point should be when the new case is created. Okay, so here in the trigger point as well, that when a new case is created, and here I have added the Power Automate again as well. So when I click this, it will take me to the Power Automate, and you will understand how exactly it is working. Okay, so this Power Automate basically trigger when a new case gets created, and will pass the information to the agent. Okay, and then agent will use the tool to update that warranty based on the warranty end date. So this is how it exactly follow the process. Okay, all right, so it's taking time to load. Oh, oh, it's taking a lot of time actually. All right, so since I'm running behind the time, so what I'm going to do, until this is open, let me show you the other rest of the features meanwhile it is loading. So the next point is the row summary, and this is also very important point. Like sometimes you have a very I mean, there are a lot of tabs, lot of sections, lot of data available on your form, and you have to take some decisions, like what exactly the summary of the data before you have to take any business decisions, or you have to discuss with your client, right, or your customers. So this is quite a very common example then whenever you are working on the case management. So for example, like this is the one example I'm taking it. So for example, if you take this, okay, you get this issue, and I mean, it has very less data, so that's fine. But imagine you have multiple columns, multiple sections and tabs, and this is one of the features that I'm talking about, is the row summary. Okay, so this row summary basically summarize the data whatever available on your form, and it actually lists down, so that you don't need to go to the individual fields, go to the different sections and read through all the description. You can take the decision based on this particular summary. Okay, and how to enable this? So if you go to a simply a table, for example, any of the table, I'll take the example of case, and here you get the row summary option. Okay, and once you click on this row summary, you have to provide what exactly the column you have to use it to generate the row summary. Probably my CRM application is running a bit slow. I think due to that it's not loading. But if you click on the row summary, you can see here it actually opens a pop-up where you can simply provide a prompt, like which particular column you want to add it to create the row summary here. So you see, like this is the instruction I have given, and I have clearly given the instruction like summarize the case record based on the case title, description, the customer name, the product models, and everything. And the good part is, whenever you are not sure like what kind of prompt or instruction you have to provide, you can take the help of Copilot as well. So in the bottom, you get the Copilot whenever you have to enable the row summary. So you can ask the Copilot to generate the prompt for you, and you can directly test it as well. Okay, and so this is the way how you can enable the row summary. And the next feature is the Dataverse functions. Okay. I mean, my time is done, I guess. Can I borrow 5 minutes more if it is fine to complete the rest of the
Yes,
two?
you can take your time.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Marcel. All right. So this is all about the row summary. Now, what exactly the Dataverse function is? Okay. So Dataverse function is basically, I would say it is a replacement or the extended version of the low code plugin. It had a lot of issues in the low code plugin. So Microsoft has provided a new feature called Dataverse function that basically created as a reusable component. So whenever you create a Dataverse function, you allowed to write your expression, your business logic in your PowerFX expression in the low code language. And one of the most interesting feature about this, once you create your Power Apps, the Dataverse function, you can call it from the Canvas app, you can call it from the Power Automate, JavaScript, Copilot agents, plugins, and even from your custom code as well. So how flawless this feature is, you write your code, your business logic at one place, and you can call it from the different areas. And the good part is you are writing a business logic in your natural language or in the PowerFX. So you see, like I have created a simple PowerFX, the Dataverse function, just for the demonstration purpose, just to detect the duplicate case. Okay, so I simply want to check, like if any case of a particular customer for a particular product model, it's already open or not. Okay, so what exactly I'm doing it, I'm taking the the input parameter. So that is also a good part, that you can make this Dataverse function or your logic dynamic by passing the parameters like customer ID and the product model, because based on this I just want to check whether is there any already case exist for this customer or not. If the case is already exist for a particular customer for the same product, I will not I will simply return like duplicate case exist. If not, then I will return no duplicate. Okay, so this two parameter I want to return is duplicate and the message. Okay, and you see, like it's simply a PowerFX expression. I'm filtering the data, the case, and I'm just querying like give me uh, based on the customer ID, because I'm passing the customer ID. So I'm checking the GUID from the contact ID, and I'm just matching with the product model. So I'm not going to explain the PowerX expression, but this is how exactly you can use the filter expression, and then checking if the count rows is greater than 0, then return is duplicate true and the duplicate exists. Okay, and the cool part about here is this, all the tables like the contact, case, and everything comes in the intelligence whenever you are typing it in your PowerX formula bar, because I have added those tables in the table reference. So that is very important. Like whatever tables you are using it, just add them into the reference so that you will get it in the intelligence whenever you are writing the formula. Okay, and I have created a cloud flow. And the interesting fact is that whenever you create a Dataverse function, it actually create a custom API. So custom API is a old feature, and it actually accepts the input parameters and the output parameters, and you see like how exactly I'm calling this. So in your Power Automate, I'm just using the unbound function to get this, because in the Power Automate or in your Canvas app, it actually called as a unbound function. So if I go to the edit, you will find this as a unbound function. Unbound function which is not stick to a particular table, and bound function is basically, or the bound action is basically when it is stick to the particular tables. Okay, well, my environment is taking time. So you can see it's a manual trigger flow, and you can see like I'm performing a unbound action, and this is the name of my Dataverse function. I'm passing the customer ID and the product model, and based on that I'm just showing the output of it. Okay, and in the similar way you can reuse the same from the JavaScript, from your Canvas app, from everywhere. Okay, so this is also one of the great feature. The last two, one is the prompt and the formula columns. Now this is also very important features. So whenever you are creating a table, there are two kind of columns you can create it. There is one is prompt column, and the second is the formula column. So let me first talk you about the prompt column. So prompt column is what? Basically, it's based on the information that you already have it on your record. It basically generate this AI summary for that. Okay. So I'm taking the example of feedback. Okay. So imagine based on the support you are providing to the customer, they are providing you the detailed feedback either through the website or through the MS forms. And based on that feedback, because they can submit the feedback in more detailed way. Okay. And being an agent, it's very hard to understand the sentiment of it if it is a lengthy feedback. So what I've done is I actually created a column called sentiment here. Yeah, here it is. And the type of this column is the prompt column. Okay. So you see like the type is prompt column, and here exactly the prompt I have provided, like you are tasked with classifying the customer feedback sentiment, and you need to analyze the customer feedback comment. So you see like I already have the comment column in my feedback table, and based on the comment I have to, I mean this prompt column has to determine whether the comment is positive, negative, and the neutral. Okay. And for that I have given the instruction like use the two columns, feedback comments and the feedback ratings. Okay. And you can see like feedback columns and feedback rating is already a field called comments, and you already have the rating here. Okay. Now if I go back to my case and if I go to the feedback, you see like I already have some of the feedback here. And if I click here to add a column called sentiments, you see like it's already created. So imagine it's a positive feedback. Okay, if I go here and if I change the comment, I am not happy. Sorry, my keypad is not working. Sorry, I'm not happy with support. Okay, as soon as I save it, you see like the sentiment will get changed from positive to negative. Okay, so I'm saving this data, and if I go back, it will take few seconds. Okay, so it has changed the neutral, not the negative, but it has changed it to the neutral. So you see like it works whenever you create a feedback or whenever you are updating the feedback. Okay, so this is how exactly it works. Then now another column is called the feedback, the formula column. And the formula column is basically used to do the calculation. So you already have the roll-up fields, you already have the calculated field, and it actually used to calculate something, but the but this formula column is the future basically. So Microsoft is actually planning to incorporate all those calculated field features and the roller field features in that. So you see like I have created a column called formula column, and this basically allow me to write the formula directly to manipulate the data. Okay. So you can see like I want to set the SLA. So SLA due I have created as a formula column. And here what I'm doing it, I just want to set the SLA time when this particular case should be picked up based on the priority of the cases. So you see like I have written this power effects. If the priority is high, then add the current date plus 4 hours. And then priority is low, then current date and plus 48 hours. Okay. And if I go here into my case, you see like if I simply pick any of the case, like let me open this. So you see like the priority of this case is low and the created date is 18. So you see like the SLA is set to 48 hours after that. I mean the 2 days after the created on date. Okay. So you don't need to do the calculation of that. It will automatically do that. And the last feature that I'm going to talk about is the timeline. Unfortunately, it is not working in my environment because sometimes it takes time. So you already being, you already being using the timeline feature, right, in your environment or in your model driven app, where you can have multiple interaction or multiple communication stored from the with the customer, right? You can have the phone calls, you can have the meetings, you can have emails, phone call, tasks, and you can have multiple notes as well. And sometimes whenever you are working on a particular case, there could be multiple interaction with the clients, and it's very hard to take the decisions, like what exactly you have to take the decision based on those communications, right? So timeline highlights is one of the feature that basically generate a glance of summarized view of key activities on a record, and they actually allow user, particularly the customers, the agent, the sales professional, to basically catch up, like what exactly the latest development in the record. And it actually pulls the information from all those interaction records within a fraction of seconds. Okay. Unfortunately, it's because I have enabled it in the morning, so maybe it takes time to generate it. But whenever you will enable it, you will see the Copilot highlights option on the top, and once you click that, it will automatically generate this for you. And this you can by default it's enable in all the environment, but if you don't see it, you first need to enable it at the environment level, then at the app level, and then on the form, whenever you are opening the timeline control, there is a checkbox option available there. So make sure all these three settings are enabled if you have to enable this timeline control. Okay. So you can just follow the MS Docs. I would again recommend to get all the step-by-step instruction to enable all those features. Okay. So quickly I can show you if it is load completed. I have already taken 12 minutes. Fortunately, it's taking a lot of time. Yeah. So if you go to the timeline, if you go down, timeline control, if you go down, you go to the advanced, and you see this enable timeline highlights. Okay, so this you need to enable it, then only this will appear. Okay, and this also autonomous agent flow is also loaded, so you can see like when a new row is added in the case, it actually get the information about the warranty end date, and I'm sending this information to my Copilot agent, the row ID, the case title, the product model, and the warranty end date. That's it. Okay, and once I send this whole information to my Copilot agent, it will automatically check what exactly the warranty end date for this particular case, if it is in the future. So just one last thing I can show you quickly. I'll simply create a new case. So let me copy one thing quickly. Model A. So its expiry date is 2026. Okay, so this is one of the models. So I'm going to create a case here. Let's just randomly put the data. That's not, doesn't matter, but the product model should be correct. The customer name should be this. Case type, I can take it as issue, product high, status open. All right. So imagine I am an agent. I just created a case, and the important information is the product model. And for this customer, this particular model is creating an issue. Okay. So my autonomous agent will automatically check whether the product model and for this customer, this warranty and date is in the future or in the past, and based on that it will turn on and turn off this flag. Okay, so I will simply go and save this, and this will simply trigger my Power Automate. Okay, and this Power Automate will collect the information from the case, will get the warranty end date, and will pass it to my Copilot agent. Okay, and this Copilot agent, I've already shown you, it already have the instruction, and based on this instruction, it will actually call this tool and update the warranty. Okay, so if I can refresh it, it is still taking time. But you can see like under warranty is set to yes. Okay. And if you go to the Copilot agent and if you go to the trigger test mode, here you will see all the triggers that actually happen automatically when the case get created. So you see like this is the recent one that got hit. And under the activity also, you will see like what exactly the action that Copilot agent has taken. Okay. So you will see all those activities here and it just ran away and automated, and you click here and it will display the information at what exactly the agent has taken the things, right? You see like you get this information, and if you show rational, so this is called an autonomous agent. So review the warranty end date for the specified mobile device, compare the warranty end date with the current date, and update the under warranty field to true. So that's it. Sorry for taking 15 minutes extra, but thank you so much. And if you want to connect with me, if you have any questions, if you want to connect with me for my future events and all my Power Platform related stuff, just scan this QR code and you'll get it. Thank you so much, everyone. And thank you for the organizing team, Michael, and whoever it is, and over to you. Thank you.
Albert, we have a minute and a question. So our next slot is not still joining us at the moment, so we have some time here to answer a question from Rima. And the question is, can we create through plan, for example, modern app, if we didn't exist one?
So you mean to say like you want to create a model-driven app using the plan?
Yeah,
okay.
I think so.
Yeah. So as I told you, like exactly. Yeah. So exactly. I mean, you can do that, and I have shown you in my live demo as well. So if you already have the model-driven application, you can replace with that. If you don't have, it actually give you the pop-up like this model-driven app should be created for this particular business requirement. And if you hit create, it will automatically take you to the app designer where you can see like all those controls are there. And then you can simply need to hit the publish in order to start using it, because you already saved the data model. So it will add all those data tables in your model driven app, but it's up to you like how you want to design it. But just to answer your question, yes, it will automatically create it if you hit the save in the plan designer. Yeah.
Perfect. So maybe we have other questions. No. Okay. So when I need to say thank you. It was really cool session. So much insights. Really impressive. Yeah, I thank you. See you next time.
Thank you, Marcel.
Our next session will be at 12 a.m. With Khalil El Sharif, with business application for SMEs. So thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Thanks. Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you.
Welcome to Power Bros Knowledge, where Power Platform meets pure innovation. Your business runs on chaos, approvals lost, data scattered, time wasted. We know that pain. Now imagine automating everything, faster, smarter, and built for impact. That's where Power Bros come in, architects of digital change. We don't talk trends, we build results. Our Knowledge Hub turns expertise into action, real tutorials, real automation, real impact. Whether it's Power Apps, Automate, Logic Apps, or Entra, we make it work together, smarter. Join the Power Bros movement, 30,000 professionals learning, building, and sharing every day. Ready to transform your workflows? Book us now, and let's build something legendary together.
Hi, I'm Sean, and I train people to become Power Platform Solutions Architects. If you're watching this, you know Power Platform, but be honest, when you're building the solution, are you using the best tools to solve the problem or just the tools you know? If you love building powerful, scalable solutions that make your company money, let me share why our training is different. We've noticed that the best architects know a series of best practices and they apply them to every project. So we took all these best practices and put them into this course.
The Microsoft ecosystem is evolving faster than ever. Copilot, Power Platform, security, modern work, Azure AI, new features every week, new opportunities every day. But learning is scattered. Events are expensive, limited, and difficult to access. That changes now. Welcome to M365 Con, the world's largest online Microsoft 365 convention. 2 powerful weeks, 1 week of workshops, 1 week of free global talks and keynotes. Build your own learning path with expert-led workshops. From Power Platform to security, from Copilot to Azure AI, you choose what matters to you. Then join over 60 free sessions with most valuable professionals, Microsoft trainers, architects, and innovators from around the world. Meet the community, explore the virtual expo, connect with experts, and be part of a global Microsoft experience. Accessible, global, interactive, and designed for every Microsoft 365 professional. M365 Con, your community, your learning path, your Microsoft 365 future.